All right. So the question is asking acetylene, a hydrocarbon that occurs in small amounts in crude oil, contains only hydrogen and carbon. Okay, so far you only have two things you have to worry about, right? What are the two elements you have to worry about? So I'm just going to write on the side hydrogen and carbon because that's what I know I have to work with, right? Okay. Alright, it says if the compound is 89.9% carbon by mass, what is the empirical formula of compound? Okay, first of all, if I know that it's 89.9% of carbon, what can I assume?
It's 10.1 of hydrogen.
10.1% of hydrogen, right? And I figured that out that if this is 100%, 90%, 89.9% is carbon. So I just need to figure out what this is by subtracting 89.9 from 100, which gives me 10.1%, and that's hydrogen. Now, if it's in percent, can I convert it to moles? Not in percent. What can I assume if it's in percent? Okay, the fact that this is in percent, can we put that on the chatter, please? That percent thing, I can just assume that it's out of 100 grams, and I can assume that this is the same thing as 89.9 grams. Then I can also assume the same thing about hydrogen, where I can assume that there are 10.1 grams. What's my next step, Richard? Can someone, yeah, Justin. I'm going to convert it to moles. So, to convert to moles, just tell me the units at the bottom and the top. Moles at the top or bottom? It has to be on the top because the grams is here, so you have to cancel out the grams at the bottom too. So grams goes at the bottom. Now, what's the number that go with the mole? 1. Carbon is always going to be 12, so I'm just going to keep it simple and say it's 12. Hydrogen, we do the same thing, right? So 1 gram at the bottom, 1 mole. You do the math and you get 10.1. It's the same thing, right? And you get 7.485. Now what do I do?
Divide by
Into, what is it?
You have to divide by the smallest number.
Which one is a smaller number?
7.4.
7.485. So I'm going to divide both sides by 7.485. And this is dividing into itself, so I get a 1. And this one I get 1.336. Now this is one of those weird decimals that I told you what you need to multiply with, right? What do I multiply with? 3, right? Because anytime something ends in 0.33 or 0.336 or so, you're going to multiply that by 3. But that means you have to multiply that top number by 3 as well. When you do that, you get a 3, and you should get a 4 here. So what is your empirical formula? C3. And that is how you figure out the empirical formula for that. Okay, go ahead and get started on your homework. If you have questions, come see me. I'm going to stop the recording at here.